Soundcore have just released their new Liberty 4 Pro earbuds and at over half the price of some other Pro earbuds. And there's some features in these that I haven't seen on any other earbuds. So there's some things I love about this, and there's a few things that I don't as well. Let's get into it. Soundcore did send me these to review, and these are the glossy blue ones. It also comes in a glossy black and a white as well. Soundcore aren't paying for or sponsoring this video though, so you are going to get, as always, my honest opinion. And looking at the design of the case and the earbuds and their fit first, well, it's a fairly standard affair. Soundcore have been doing this sliding case design for a while now, and it works really well. And inside the case are the earbuds themselves, not too big or not too small. You've also got these silicone ear tips, and there's plenty of those which we'll get to when we get into the fit. This case is bigger than cases for some of the earlier earbuds like the Liberty 4 NCs. There's a good reason for that though, because there's a screen and a touch panel built into the case. So if you double tap the touch bar at the front, it will then light up the screen and it will show you how charged both earbuds are. And if you have the glossy black or the glossy blue version of the case, then you can actually see that through the lid. You can only really see it though on a dimly lit day or in a dimly lit room. If it's full sunshine outside, you can't really see through the case. If you open the case up though, you can actually see the screen a lot better, and there's a lot more control that you can do. You can change the ambient sound, so whether you want transparency mode, normal or ANC. You can also change the spatial audio mode, turn the atmospheric pressure sensor on, activate Find My Device, which will send beeps out of the earbuds so that you can go find them, and a really cool feature which is remote camera. That allows you to use this as basically a trigger for your phone to take photos. So if I'm doing taking videos of or pictures of family and you're trying to set up like a selfie with your family, or maybe if I'm just doing videos like this and you're using your phone to take the videos, well, you can set it up on a tripod and then you can literally just use the touch bar on here to start and stop recording. So being able to change all of these modes using the case so you don't need the Soundcore mobile app is kind of cool and really useful if you've got the earbuds paired up to something that isn't your phone that doesn't have the Soundcore app on it. Fit wise, these earbuds do come with 6 different sizes for the silicone ear tips, from extra small to extra large, so you're pretty much guaranteed to find the right size that will fit you. And weight wise, each of these earbuds weigh around 5.5 grams, which is around the same weight as the Apple AirPods Pro 2. So those two things combined ensure that you can get the right comfortable fit and you can wear them for hours at a time without any discomfort. So control wise, these are combining both squeeze and stroke controls, which sounds really weird when you say it like that. So the squeeze controls also have a single, double, triple tap and a long press, so you can set them to any command you want in the mobile app as well. By default, they're set to sort of play, pause, skip track forwards and backwards, but again, jump into the mobile app and you can change it to whatever you want. And I actually prefer the squeeze controls rather than touch controls, because once you know where you're supposed to squeeze on here, it's really easy to trigger it, rather than sometimes I can find touch controls a little bit picky. And it also has an indented slot on the front of it which you can slide up and down to change the volume. And moving on to the sound of these, and this is really where the pro part of the earbuds really kick in, because there are 2 drivers in here. There is a 10.5mm bass driver, and there's also a titanium coated tweeter as well. So both of those are splitting the frequencies up between like the bass and the mids and the highs. They also have high-res LDAC support if you happen to have high-res audio and an Android phone. As always, iPhones don't support LDAC. Now, I don't know of any other earbuds at this price that have 2 drivers and high-res support. So with all that squeezed into these earbuds, what do they actually sound like? Well, out of the box, they actually sound pretty good. There's plenty of bass with warmth, and the treble means that the vocals and the instruments are nice and clear as well. Those dual drivers really do make a difference. They sound great, but even if that's not to your taste out of the box, there's so much customization with the sound. You can go into the Soundcore mobile app and there are 22 different preset EQs that you can choose from. There's also a custom 8-band equalizer if you want to go and set it yourself. And there's also a preference test where it runs a sequence of music playing tests to find out what type of music and what style you like listening to, and creates a custom EQ based on your listening preference. So much choice and so many different ways to tweak it to exactly how you want it to sound. There are other sound settings in the app and also on the case as well. We've talked about spatial audio before. Yes, you can go and select it on the case. You can do it in the mobile app as well. There are 5 different spatial audio settings and they're all a bit naff. Like I'm not a spatial audio fan. I haven't heard spatial audio that I think works particularly well on these earbuds. When you do use them, like if you have spatial audio in a movie mode, makes the audio in any movie you watch sound really weird and echoey, and in music it just messes around with the sound profile way too much, so I would just steer away from spatial audio. The default sound in these sounds great. You don't need spatial audio. Moving on to the ANC here, because in a pair of noise cancelling headphones or earbuds, that's probably quite important. There are 5 different levels of ANC, 5 different levels of transparency mode, and normal mode, which does neither. There's also an airplane mode, which uses the built-in barometric pressure sensor to give you the best EQ or the best ANC when you're flying on a plane. Similar to what Sony have in their more expensive headphones like the WH-1000XM5s. These earbuds also have real-time adaptive ANC. So there are 6 sensors in here, plus that barometric sensor, plus it's reading your environment 3 times a second to give you the best ANC for your environment. Again, that's a lot of tech in a pair of earbuds. And the net result of all of that tech is that it's actually pretty good at cancelling out the low frequencies, so the rumble of engines, be that planes or passing cars or whatever. It does okay with the higher frequencies, like a coffee shop whir of like a coffee machine. People's voices do still get through a little bit. Still, overall, it's good ANC for the price. There are also 5 levels to the transparency mode as well, on a levels of 1 to 5, with the lower levels letting in more noise. So by the time you drop to level 1, it's definitely amplifying your surroundings rather than making it sound more natural, which is around at level 3. And I thought it did a pretty good job at letting outside noise in, even if it did sound a little bit artificial. There's also a wind reduction mode in here, so you can turn that on so it can try and cancel out that rushing wind sound on a particularly windy day if we're out and about taking a walk. It doesn't work particularly well, or at least it didn't for me. I tried different ear tips, I tried different levels of ANC, and it really didn't seem to make much of a difference. Still, the ANC is pretty good. Talking of wind reduction, what's it like taking a call on these? Well, there are 6 mics in here that should all help to cancel out that background noise, whether it's windy or noisy, to make sure you're clear and well heard. So here's a sound test so you can hear it for yourself. You are now listening to the mic on the top of the camera with some simulated coffee shop noise playing in the background so you can hear what the ambient sound in the room is like. You're now listening to the mic on the Liberty 4 Pro earbuds so you can hear what it would sound like if you were going to take a call in a noisy environment. And now we're going to go outside so you can hear what they sound like if you're out and about. Alright, so you've got some cars going past now, so you can hear what the ambient sound is like. But now switch to the mic on the earbuds. You can hear what it sounds like if you're out and about, how clear my voice is. There's a couple of trucks going past, so how clear is my voice being heard over the top of the background noise. I have to say, the mic quality on here and its ability to cancel out that background noise. I've taken test calls when it's been out on a windy day and it's been noisy, and these have been great. Yes, it does digitize your voice, but you can still be clearly heard, and that's really impressive on any pair of earbuds at any price, not just these. These are also waterproof, so they are IPX5 waterproof rated, so if these get splashed with water or you get caught out in the rain, you don't have to worry, so they're fine for going for a run or going down the gym. Battery life wise, you'll get 10 hours or 7.5 hours of battery life on a single charge, depending on whether you turn ANC on or off, and with the case you get 40 or 30 hours, depending upon whether ANC is turned on or off. And when you do need to charge it, there is not only fast charging in here, but mega fast charging, because a 5-minute charge will give you 4 hours of playback, which is crazy. And you can charge these using the USB-C port at the back and the cable that it comes with, or you can use wireless charging as well. These earbuds also have easy chat, and you would have heard other companies call it things like speak to chat and things like that. So that's where it will lower the volume of your music so you can talk clearly to someone, and then it will raise the volume of your music back up again when you stop talking. I don't like that feature on any pair of earbuds or headphones. It just doesn't work, in so much that it's too sensitive. So as soon as you start talking or humming or singing or whistling or whatever, right, it instantly drops the sound of the music, and that's just annoying. If I want to talk to someone, I'll just take an earbud out. So I don't bother with that feature. These also come with multi-point though, and I do bother with that feature. So that allows me to be connected to, say, my laptop and my mobile phone. So I can take a call, I can listen to music, I can watch YouTube videos, I can do what I want. That works really well. The mobile app also allows firmware update, and I don't think I can stress enough how important being able to update the firmware on a device is, especially the more and more tech that companies squeeze into things like this. So when I first got these, I had to update not only the firmware of the earbuds, but the firmware of the case as well, because you've got the touch screen, you've got the touch panel, everything's getting pretty complex. And so there might be bugs with things when they're first released, companies work out how to get more power or they get more power efficient. So again, they can release firmware updates. So I think regardless of your budget and whatever pair of earbuds you buy, always make sure you can get firmware updates on them. So overall, yes, there's a few little minor issues that I had with these and things I didn't like, but then again, nothing's perfect. Overall, I think these had good sound, they had good ANC, they had fantastic mics in here, there's a whole ton of features, and you're getting all of that at a price that is less than half the price of a lot of other Pro earbuds. These are available for $130 in either the glossy blue, glossy black, or the white. And for what you're getting, I really don't think you can go far wrong with these. I will put purchase links to them in the description down below so that you can go check them out for yourself. If you want to check out some other options, then be sure to check out the links up here. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.